The building was lit from inside, that amber dock light bleeding through the loading bay seams, and the parking lot was half full even at that hour. I thought about Annika Brandt, not as a data point or as a name attached to a union structure, but as a person who had told me, without any softness at all, that she'd heard this before. 2 prior restructurings. 2 times someone with a briefcase had stood on that floor and explained why this one was different. I thought about what it costs a person to keep showing up to a place that has already let them down twice. And I thought about what it would cost her the 3rd time. The 240 in the deal memo suddenly felt like a very small number to hide behind. I called Dana at 11:47 p.m. She picked up on the second ring, which told me she'd been waiting. I told her to file. She asked me once, just once, whether I was certain, and I noticed she didn't say, "Are you sure about the number?" or "Have you stress tested this?" She asked if I was certain. The distinction felt important at that hour. I said yes. She said she'd have the draft by morning and they'd file Wednesday afternoon. I hung up and drove north in the dark. No music, both hands on the wheel. The decision wasn't exciting. It didn't feel like a win. It felt like something heavier than that. The specific weight of knowing you're going to follow something all the way through before you know how it ends. Dana filed at 9:02 Wednesday morning. I know the exact time because she sent me a single text. 9:02, it's in. And I was standing at the coffee machine in my office watching it come through. The competing restructuring proposal, the authenticated side letter, the full 36-year chain of custody, filed in Memphis federal court with Hargrove's docket number at the top. By 9:20, I had 3 calls I wasn't going to answer from people in Cole's orbit, which told me the filing alerts had already hit. I let them go to voicemail and stood at the window with my coffee. Whatever was coming next was already in motion. I'd spent 6 days trying to understand whether I had a legal weapon. Now I'd used it, and the question was, what using it had started. Cole called at 9:41. Not as general counsel, not a junior associate managing the Hargrove file. His name on the screen was enough to change the temperature of the room. I stood at the window and let it ring twice before